To wrap up Chapter 8, I thought it might be kind of interesting to take you to the IRS website. It's a pretty good website. Don't be afraid of it. This particular item of news that I pulled up is from November 15th of 2018 and talks a little bit about changes. So the standard deduction, which we talked about in a previous chapter, it's going up for married and also for single heads of households. And personal exemption is still going to be 0. A little bit about the rates. Now, these aren't the tables. In fact, I want you at some point in the near future, if you haven't already, to make sure you look at Appendix D in the back of your book at those tax rate schedules. The alternative minimum tax changed a little bit. Here's earned income credit. So in Chapter 8, we talk a little bit about credits, and this gives you the maximum earned income credit. See if there's any other credits that they talk about. Don't see any. Oh, yeah, qualified adoption expenses, that credit changed as well. So when you get into practice, you'll get push notifications. You'll be signed up for some sort of push notification that will tell you what the changes are, because you can see this came out November 15th of 2018, and you can do some research and try to kind of, I tried to go in here and just find the tax brackets, and it's interesting because the first one I pulled up, which I won't pull it up right now, was different than what you have in your book. So you have to be very careful where these come from. This one, if I compare this to Appendix D in your textbook, and I feel good about your textbook, it matches. But for example, like I said, that first one I pulled up didn't. It was wrong. And so you have to be very, very careful of your source. If you have tax research software where you work, which is even better, CCH is a common one, then you definitely want to be using those sources for your research. But again, you can use websites such as this. You just want to make sure that they're reputable and that they're based on the actual code that has been put in place.